So, for any of us in the room today, let's start out by admitting we are lucky. We don't live in a world our mothers lived in, our grandmothers lived in, where career choices for women were so limited. And if you're in the room with us today, most of us grew up in a world where we have basic civil rights. And amazingly, we still live in a world where some women don't have them. But all that aside, we still have a problem, and it's a real problem. And the problem is that women are not making it at the top of any profession anywhere in the world. The numbers tell the story quite clearly. 190 heads of state, 9 are women. Of all the people in parliament in the world, 13% are women. In the corporate sector, women at the top C-level jobs, board seats, top out at 16%. The numbers have not moved since 2002, and we are going in the wrong direction. And even in the nonprofit world, where we sometimes think as being led by more women, women at top 20%. We have another problem, which is that we face harder choices between professional success and personal fulfillment. A recent study in the United States showed that of married senior managers, 2/3 of the married men had children, and only 1/3 of the married women had children. A couple of years ago, I was in New York, and I was pitching a deal, and I was in one of those fancy New York private equity offices you can picture. And I was in a meeting, about 3 hours. It's about a 3-hour meeting, and in 2 hours, there needs to be a bio break, and everyone stands up. The partner running the meeting starts looking really embarrassed. And I realized he doesn't know where the women's room in his office is. So I start looking around for moving boxes, figuring they just moved in. I don't see any. And so I said, "Did you just move into this office?" And he said, "No, you've been here about a year." And I said, "Are you telling me that I am the only woman who has pitched you a deal in this office in a year?" And he looked at me and he said, "Yeah, or maybe you're the only one who's had to go to the bathroom." The end.